sports. It's in the game.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
17 yards and a giant first down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Everyone get it.
Now back to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, a soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 29. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. They try to throw him down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. On first down, Hart. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On second down now, it's Hart. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 13.
And the big fella stuffed that one up big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level. If you don't take care of him first.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. They go play action with Haskins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy. Didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
You got 3 down.
They'll run on first down. It's Hart. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12. They run the counter. Hart. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Haskins, 3rd and long. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence pretty high after that first drive. Almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. Looking for Sheep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Flushed out right. And with a crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Check it back, check it back. Check 50, check 50.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers.
Touchdown, Giants. Albrecht Rosas lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the down, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time able to get 3. Not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the zone and out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A first down carry for Barkley. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
A nice performance last week, recognized as NFC Player of the Week after going over 100 yards rushing. I just love the vision. I love the wiggle he has, but I also love the power when he ends his runs.
That's what impressed me. Yes, there was some elusiveness last week. A couple times he just ran over guys. Rolling to his right. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 12-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's getting in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That produces those types of numbers.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
Mike's 56. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
This has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's a good job there creating the contact to force the incomplete. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
A nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to reference in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. What a run. 79 yards on the punt return as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Haskins to throw it, and he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now Washington going to use the of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. Looking to throw, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. The Redskins going to go ahead and their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Third down, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Safe.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with it. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win the game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. To throw on 2nd and 10, Haskins.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, and they the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hart. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll force a punt. 3rd and 14. Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. And that is incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets it. It'll be 2nd down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Check it.
2nd and 4. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. And quickly they get to the line. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 20 line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try?
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot on that drive. One play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll drop the throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now Saquon Barkley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run it again with Barkley. And fights through one man. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. You're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some night for him, and he took it to the house.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following that long down pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Haskins now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. And this is caught at the 8. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. In for the score. As his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a 20.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Giants. 54 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now up to 14. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is in the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Well, big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, and
he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Throwing now is Haskins.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
33 yards that time. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and that will get them one closer. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Go! 8-3.
56. I got you.
Now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Steps away to his left. Looking for Shepard deep. He's got it at the 15. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 63 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.